Hello YouTube, thank you for tuning into my channel, and in this video I am going to be talking about a concept called the sacred flame. This is found in all religions, again, blessing and consecrating everything. Now, I have hammered out a bunch of videos before I'm making this one, literally as I sit here, so I just realized that in doing so I tend to forget that when you make anything and everything, every ingredient you put in needs to be blessed, consecrated, visualizations going into the mix. Your goal. What's it for? Protection. When you're hammering, make brickyard dirt, see it being a form of spiritual wall building and or tearing down. I did a video about Vesta powder, fiery protection, visualize everything you mix in, consecrated and blessed. The candle that I'm about to use, now you can use any color candle. When in doubt, always use white. But I'm just because I am cleaning the background. This looks all ordered, but there's a mess, and I need to find some candles. I'm just using a yellow candle because I'm teaching. Okay, but you can use a white candle, any color candle. But you know, we're talking about a sacred fire, so the candle could be fiery colored. Yeah, red, orange, red and orange. Yellow can work. That's why I chose yellow. But any candle can work. But if you're just adding, again, you're adding the symbolism. Blessed. Everything's got to be blessed, okay? Including the alcohol that we're about to use. Now, what you'll do is you first, you bless the candle. You light it up. And guess what? You guessed it. You bless the flame for your intention, your fiery element of attention. Now you can have a, if you have a god, you know, that you like that might be associated with fire. Well, more power to you. Great, use them. Because this is I see this as a form of crafting. I might even ask for the help of God of the Forge or something. Okay, maybe I'll petition the dwarves of the Norse mythology as they help me create my craft. But anyways, the flame, you bless it. You don't, and if you don't have a deity or don't care to use a deity, pray to the element of fire itself. Now, I mean, I don't have a set prayer for various things. Sometimes I just say what I feel. But, you know, basically, to give you an example off the top of my head, you say, element of fire, you know, sacred and pure, you protect me, you keep us warm, blah, 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 blah. You give life, you give power to our prayers and our vitality. I ask you to bless this flame so that it may be set apart and be a sacred flame, that all that this flame touches will be blessed by the element of fire. Okay? I can't remember the poet, but I've always loved the candle flame ever since I heard this poem as a kid. And one of the main things I can hear, I type it in, but I can't find it anywhere. If anybody knows, please let me know in the comments. But it kind of goes like this. The candle flame, blown out by the gentlest of breeze, but has the power to burn down an empire. I just love that. And sometimes I use that in my own personal incantation to charge the flame. Okay. So it's now blessed, right? Okay. So what I would do, I'll also take an incense stick. Simple, you know, something like maybe cinnamon, dragon's blood. Ooh, dragon's blood would be great, you know, element of fire, charge. And light the incense with the sacred flame and say, I light the incense with the sacred flame. May it burn bright and aid me in all that I do. Okay, stuff like that, right? Well, I know I'm not saying it with like artistic inflection, but I mean, I'm just doing a demonstration. But say that shit with authority and power, right? I consecrate this flame in the name of the element of fire, or whatever, God. Say it with passion, say it with feeling. I'm just, anyway. So here we go. We have the sacred flame burning. We have the sacred incense to honor the fire and create the mood. It's witchy. Anyway, here we go. Now, I take the brickyard dirt that I'm going to use in my protection oils, my protection sachets, whatever. You could even don't have to use brickyard dirt. You can use other protective elements that won't burn. Salt, for example. Crossroad dirt, even graveyard dirt. Now, doing this will basically cleanse it of negativity and so forth. Depending on what your method is, you don't want to use that to the flame to burn away negativity. If you're trying to do something negative, you want to harness that. Well, anyway, I put a tablespoon or two of brickyard dirt. I mean, red brick dust into my burn-proof. That's just copper. Burn-proof little bowl. And of course, I have it on a concrete. This concrete is a little bit stronger than red bricks, so I also use this to grind my brick on top of the concrete. And here it is to keep it from, as a it's basically an altar block now, right? So guess what I'm going to do? Well, I'm going to pour some alcohol, blessed alcohol. I've already poured it, but most people like using human grade alcohol, like that's flammable, like Everclear. That shit will rot your gut out. But um, a lot of a lot of people might be, hey, I'm 19 years old, I'm 20, I can't get that. So you can use this. Now, the main difference between this alcohol and the other alcohol that you drink is that this, in order for it to be alcohol and not be taxed and not be expensive, it's for medical use. They add an extra chemical in it, which can't really be that binds with the alcohol chemical and can't really be separated. Right? Yeah, even in the evaporation process, for the most part, it's really hard to do that. So you can't buy this and then distill it into alcohol again. But this used to be that in its original form safe to drink, but this is not. If you don't have to be 21 to buy it, but if that this alcohol has an extra chemical in it, the medical alcohol that you buy at the pharmacy or the grocery store will make you ill, or even kill you if you drink it. That's why they add that chemical in there, so you cannot use it as a cheap version of regular alcohol. Don't drink it. Anyways, but it can be used in rituals. I usually use Everclear, but right now my house is alcohol free. Other than that, so you again charge again with the ingredient you're using for your fiery protection or whatnot, right? And then you light that shit with the sacred flame. Let's try to make sure you guys can see it. Maybe even add the Vista powder. Right? Now that because it's wet, it's going to take longer to burn the Vista powder. But anyways, that's why I also have it on the brick. Be safe, safety, safety, safety. Alcohol fires, if it gets out of hand, don't blow it out. Don't fan it. Find something you should probably already have, like salt, extra salt that's not flammable, uh, so you could pour it over the fire to snuff it out. Alcohol fires, you got to snuff it out. Don't spill it. Otherwise, it's going to be liquid fire everywhere. Safety, safety, safety. Don't let anything be around it that can be caught on fire. But after it burns out, you can constantly chant, sacred fire, bless whatever. Okay, do it what feels right. You can even look into the fire as it burns like this and scry about the topic that you're trying to make your potion about anyway. And that's it. Now, don't, out of respect for the sacred flame, don't ever, if it gets out of hand and starts burning down your house, yeah, blow it out or do whatever you can, snuff it out. But the candle that holds the sacred flame should always be snuffed out, never blown out. That shows it's supposed to be disrespectful. So take something and hush it up. I have a candle snuffer somewhere, but this will do. There you go. So now my brick dust has been infused with a sacred flame that I can now would actually add another spiritual punch and also some Vesta powder, an extra punch to my my rituals, whatever I'm going to use it for. So you can make fiery oil, sachets, whatever. After it cools down, it's been infused with a sacred flame. There you have it. Thank you for watching. See you next time.